So just to honor the request, maybe if you would like to speak a few words. Okay, so I would like to pass it on to His Holiness ISKCON. Hare Krishna.
If I don't get the opportunity, Maharaj, so this is not like if our request that you don't speak, or this request that we would love to have you again next time, and maybe in a more planned way, so that we can have and more people can take advantage of your association. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your very warm welcome. Om Jnanati Mirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Shri Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaste. Namaste Saraswati Deve Bhavani Pujari Vishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Vishikarini Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasudeva Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. So it's really an honor to be here in Boston. I came to America last year for the first time. I came as a I came to America as a kid, but I only really came here as a devotee last year for the first time. America is a very incredible place because it's where Srila Prabhupada began everything. Oftentimes when Srila Prabhupada would speak about America, he would become very emotional. And he would remember that, yeah, it's here that the people first accepted this message, and because of their intelligence, because of their enthusiasm, because of their energy, then from this place, Krishna consciousness spread all over the world. So we were just in New York. Prabhupada said New York is the greatest city in the world. It's hard for a Londoner to say that. But yes, and if New York is the greatest city in the world, then Boston is an incredibly important city because it's the gateway. This is where Srila Prabhupada first landed. This is where Prabhupada first set foot on American soil. This is where Prabhupada arrived at Commonwealth Pier and he saw the skyline. For the first time, you could say someone from a very, very different culture, from a very, very different background, who was coming to give Krishna consciousness. And there on Commonwealth Pier, Srila Prabhupada wrote this beautiful prayer to Krishna, preaching Krishna consciousness in the Western world. Rajastama guna era sabaya yachan vasudeva katha ruchi nahe se prasan. He says, I'm looking around at everyone and most people are absorbed in the modes of passion and ignorance. I don't think they have any taste for the message of Krishna. And then he says, Krishna, I will not know why you brought me here to this place. But you must have some plan, you must have some purpose, otherwise why would you say Ugrastan? He says, why have you brought me to this terrible place? And this poem is very, very profound because really the mood of the devotee comes through very, very strongly, and also the hope of the devotee. Because in the very final line of that poem, Srila Prabhupada says, Bhakti nahi, Vedi nahi, Kuk naam dharma, Bhakti Vedanta naam eve sartha koro. He says, Bhakti nahi, I don't have any devotion. Vedi nahi, I don't have any knowledge. But the one thing I do have is strong faith in the holy name of Krishna. And this is very, very significant. Srila Prabhupada makes this prayer because sometimes we may look in the mirror and say, Bhakti nahi, I don't have much devotion. We may wake up in the morning and look in our heart and say, Vedi nahi, I don't have that much realization or knowledge. But if we can say that we have faith in the holy name of Krishna, then everything can be resolved. So Srila Prabhupada had that faith in the holy name of Krishna, and he, with that faith, he triggered a spiritual revolution. So Boston is the gateway, and I guess one meditation we have of Srila Prabhupada's first days here, whether it be in Boston, Massachusetts, or whether it was Butler, Pennsylvania, before Srila Prabhupada even began really preaching in New York, one thing he said he was doing when he arrived here, he said, I was observing the people and I was trying to understand their culture. I was trying to understand what's going through their minds, what's going through their hearts. The devotee tries to be very, very much in tune with the world around them, because they know that if I don't listen to people's hearts, then why will people listen to my message? And so here, Srila Prabhupada shows the example that to benefit the world, we have to be relevant. To benefit the world, we have to really understand what are people's needs, what are their interests, what are their concerns. To really spread Krishna consciousness means we have to exude compassion, deep concern, deep sensitivity. And then with that heart, which is very, very aware of what people are going through, we can then try to serve them in a beautiful way. So this is the challenge for all of us, that somehow or other we, by Srila Prabhupada's grace, receive this incredible gift of Krishna consciousness. And perhaps in this city, more than any other city, we're remembering that Srila Prabhupada really wanted to spread that, really wanted to share that, really wanted it to touch as many people's hearts as possible, people from all walks of life. And so we pray that we can all become empowered, but it all begins with becoming sensitive and really trying to understand in the spirit of compassion and concern how we can really serve people in a better way. So it's amazing to hear what's going on in Boston. From afar, I hear so many things of how the preaching is developing and how so many devotees are participating. And here you have such an incredible field in which to preach. You have the most intelligent students from around the world coming here to the most famous universities. You have a city which is technologically booming. And you have such a fertile ground in which to plant many seeds of Krishna consciousness. And for sure, whatever is done here from this temple, going out into the city of Boston, it will have a far-reaching impact for the Krishna consciousness movement. So thank you for all your service. Thank you for being part of the most amazing movement in the world, and may you be empowered with all the intelligence and all the spiritual compassion to fulfill Srila Prabhupada's desires in Boston, the gateway through which Krishna consciousness entered into America and then spread all over the world. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you. So I'm not sure how long I'm supposed to speak for. It was just, I didn't know I was speaking. So.
We weren't also sure, not sure that you would be coming. Thank you, Maharaj, for honoring our request and also for addressing all of you. For now, let us pause here. This is not the. This is just the beginning. Maharaj come from next year onwards, becoming regularly to Boston. So we'll see. So I would like to take this opportunity and in presence of Maharaj and also those who do not know what we are going to do the next year. Next year we are planning the 60th anniversary of Srila Prabhupada's arrival. So it's a diamond anniversary, so we are going to celebrate it on a much larger scale. So much larger than even the 50th anniversary, because it's 60th, so it's a greater than. So we would like to have almost, we had 50 sannyasis and more than like 30 Shilpa parties happen. So this time we would have more than that, and more representatives from different countries, and in a much larger place where we will have the next year the festival. So the time dates are Maharaj 12, 13, and 14. Whoever is planning. So if you happen to just keep that in mind, we'd love to have you also, Maharaj. So that this is an open invitation. It will be honor and blessing for all of us, for all the community, and for the entire world, all over the world.
12, 13, 14 September.
Yes, September. So next year. So because Srila Prabhupada arrived on October 17th, 1965 at 5:30 a.m. and he spent one more day, 18th September 18th. So he was there. So around that time, according to lunar calendar, next year it falls on 14th, September 14th. So we are celebrating that particular weekend. So we have many more devotees, and by you it will be one more like one star over there in our celebration of the festival. Please do join us, and I request all the devotees who is managing Maharaj's schedule, so please kindly consider this. And we also, on behalf of entire ISKCON Boston and all over the world, all the devotees, I would like to place this request against you. Please do consider that, and we would love to have you. So once again, let us express our gratitude to SB Keshava. It was not in his schedule, none, and not even Boston was not in his schedule, and not definitely not in the temple for whatever reason. And actually, it is our mess also. We were very unfortunate. But Maharaj has very kind-hearted. He actually exemplifies what he speaks. So he has been so compassionate, so kind, so forgiving. He came here despite of all the group of whatever we have done, and he honored us and respected us. So let's express our thanks, our gratitude to his Holiness as Keshava. I love you, chanting Hari Bol once again 3 times. Let us not be cause of Maharaj's delay in his, in his lunch and also for the program. So I think let's pause for today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right.